So welcome back to Buzz on Business. We've got our second guest here today from the Northern Medina County Chamber. He's a member of the Chamber, Bill Johnson from Welser Profile.
Thank you, Terry.
So, Bill, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's so nice to finally meet you. Yeah,
It's good to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Welser Profile. I'm pretty fascinated with the history here.
Yeah, Welser Profile is a 360-year-old company, and it's 11th generation of management out of Austria. So they started out as a foundry making pots and pans and things like that in the Austrian Alps.
Oh.
And the late 1950s started the Industrial Revolution. They started roll forming, and the family's been doing that over the past, obviously, 50, 60 years. And it's now a world-renowned leader in technology of roll forming manufacturing.
Wow, wow.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about the family. You and I were talking earlier. We're in the 12th generation. You don't hear about that anymore.
No, you don't. So the 9th generation started the roll forming. Before that, generations 1 through 8 were actually blacksmiths.
Wow.
That was the family business. And the family the blacksmith business supported a lot of the farmers. Cowbells is one of the things they made.
Oh my gosh.
So, and a lot of the farmers, when they weren't in the fields, they would come down to the foundry and they would work. So it became a very communal place to work. And and it still thrives on that philosophy of supporting the community and supporting the employees that are there.
Oh, that's exciting. So, and now you have recently moved into Valley City, right?
Yep.
So tell us what brought you to Valley City.
So I would say Medina County Economic Development was a big part of why we're in Valley City.
They're good. They're good.
Yeah, Bethany she does a great job.
Yeah.
And but we found a company here in Valley City called Superior Roll Forming back in 2018.
Okay.
And we started talking to them about the opportunity to partner, and we actually acquired the business in 2019. And said this is where we're going to set up shop and start bringing over the technology and things that we do in Europe, bringing it over here to the U.S. So.
Okay. So I've heard mumblings about this culture that you have.
Yeah.
And I see there's an acronym there, TRAIT.
Yeah,
Can you tell us a little bit about your culture?
So the culture that we're on a journey for. It's not that, you never reach this destination. It's really a journey culture. And a lot of people, they ask, well, what is your culture? And it's sometimes hard to describe. So we put some meaning to it. And the acronym we use is TRAIT.
Okay.
So the first T stands for transparency. The R stands for respect. A stands for accountability. I is integrity. And then the final T is teamwork.
Oh, I love it.
And what I profess is you can't have the final T until you do the first 4 right. And so
that's right.
We really advocate that in the staff and with our people. We onboard, we take a lot of time onboarding people. And the biggest thing we hear from the new hires that come to our company is that the biggest thing they enjoy is the people that they work with, and that's the communal feel that we try to involve. So,
how large is the company here that you have in Valley City?
So currently we're almost 500,000 square feet of manufacturing space, and we have about 200 employees.
Really?
Yeah.
In Valley City?
Of course.
Oh my gosh, that is just amazing.
We're going to make this spot a little bit bigger in the map.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, Little Valley City is going to grow just because you're here. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're working on it for sure. Yeah.
So I'm all about culture. I'm learning more and more about this as a leadership person, right?
Sure,
so I love the idea of the acronym and all of the what it means with your culture. And as the president and CEO of the company here, tell us a little bit about how you do that.
So it's a constant repetitive. Consistent motion that you got to go through. So transparency example. So every other month we have an all-company meeting and we sit down with all the employees and we show them what's going on in the business, from safety, from quality, from financials, IT. Every department head reports out their status, as well as strategically. What are we doing strategically and how fast or slow are we moving? And we share everything, right? So you have to have something behind each term.
Yeah.
Accountability. You got to understand what's expected of each other, and you got to communicate what's expected of each other so that you can hold each other accountable.
Right.
And whether it's for safety, quality, or just job performance. So culture's not something that you just walk into and it magically happens. It's something that you have to create a program around. How do we become more transparent? How do we become more accountable? and then you have to drive actions behind it to make sure it sticks. So,
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You don't want to give too many secrets away, though, do you?
you're welcome to come. You're welcome to come steal a few. It's
I'm
open for the
intrigued. I think I
sharing.
need to take a tour. But
Yeah, yeah.
tell us a little bit too about. I know you preach about community purpose.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, in Medina County, tell us what that means.
it's really driven from the company in Austria. The company is 1,000 employees in a small village called Greston, similar to Valley City concept as a small village. There's only 4,000 people in the village. And there's 1,000 employees. So everybody works
so
there.
a quarter of it. Yeah.
And or the people drive in from there.
Yeah.
And the business starts with giving away books, English books, and kindergartners. They really give back to the community because it's a two-way street. Some of those people may work at Welser long-term, some of them may not, but they're very connected to their roots. 11th, 12th generation, you can explain that.
Oh,
And
gosh,
so there's an expectation that we would follow, and this is the reason why I joined this company, is to be part of a generational company, not part of a profit-making machine company. And it's a lot more fun when your leadership has a long-term view of what the future looks like.
Well, I mean, that's why they've been around 360 years, right?
It's certainly part of it. Absolutely.
Exactly, yeah. So this is exciting to learn about Welser Profile and what they're doing in Valley City. So thank you so much for sharing that. I wish we had more time, so I'd love to pick your brain a little bit more.
I appreciate it.
But if anybody wants to learn a little bit more about Welser Profile, where would they go?
Sure. So we're out on the web. You can find us at welser.com, and there's a English or German version. So if you speak German, it works. But that's where you would find us, and we're in Valley City, so look us up.
All right, yeah, we're going to have to do a tour with leadership.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank you very much for your time, Bill, and we will be right back with a Buzz on Business. Thank you.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.